Alright guys, this is how I'm going to bolt Jeep Wrangler wheels to my second gen Tacoma. So in order for me to do it the proper way, because I'm planning on taking the truck on a long trip, of course I got adapters. These adapters are made for Jeep Wranglers to be able to adapt the older generation Wranglers with the 5x4.5 bolt pattern to the 5x5 bolt pattern. These are hub-centric, but they're hub-centric for the Jeep, not for my truck. So what I ended up doing is that I got hub-centric rings, this right here. But of course, they did not have the size that I needed, but the size was off by 1 millimeter. So I decided I'm gonna go ahead and get them, and I'm going to grind them down to the right size so that they can fit inside the adapters, and they fit perfectly nice, perfectly flat. Took a while to be able to get them, and I will strongly recommend that if you're gonna go this route, that you try to get hub-centric rings already made it specifically for the swap that you need. In my case, the 60.1 millimeter is the size, the inside diameter. The outside diameter should be 71.5, not 72.6. So I ended up grinding. I'll show you. I'll put a clip of how I ended up grinding the outer edge of the ring, which came out really good. Took a while, but it came out really good. Alright, I just finished grinding down all four of the Centric rings. Now they feel nice. They fit nice and tight, nice and snug. And I put the little yellow tape so that I could know every time I was going one time around with the grinder, just to make sure it was all even. Here's another one, nice and snug. So it took a little while to do all four of them. It's about 45 minutes or so altogether. But anyway, now I'm really glad that the wheels will be centered. The adapter will be centered to the hub, and the wheel will be centered to the adapter. All right, and the size of the adapters, just in case you guys want to go this route. They're 5x4.5 to 5x5, 71.5 inside diameter, and the thread on the bolts is half by 1.25, which are these ones right over here. They match the Wrangler. Another thing, when I try to bolt the spacer adapter onto the truck, as you can see, seems like there's not a whole lot of threads for the studs coming out of the truck. So what you have to end up doing is either you have two options: replace the studs with longer studs, which some people do that, but I did not want to get into that. So what I ended up doing is I got extended threads lug nuts. With this extended thread lug nuts, they allow me to have I believe it was 12 turns before getting tight on the studs. The factory Tacoma wheels, they have 9 turns. Okay, this is the factory wheel that I'm bolting, and I'm gonna be counting how many turns it takes to get to the bottom. I have 3 nuts already tight, so I'm gonna count how many turns. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 turns, 9 and 1/8, and this at the bottom. So they have this extended thread lug nut. They have even they have 3 more full turns than the factory lug nuts. So I am perfectly happy with it. I was going to be happy that the adapter company, they recommend you have I believe it was 6 to 8 full turns, and I'm getting 12 turns with this extended lug nuts. I already removed the block box from the wheel well area, and I have a video up in case you guys want to check it out to be able to fit the wheels on it. That is nice and tight. There's no play at all in there. Okay, now I'm going to count the turns on this one so you can see how many turns it takes before it starts getting tight. I put the little piece of tape as a marking on the top. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 turns, and it's still not tight. So about 12 and 3/4 turns before it reaches the bottom of it. So that should be plenty, even though the lug nut does not look like it's coming out, but it has 12 and 3/4 turns, which is really good. I'm really happy with that. I only put a little bit of red of Loctite on there. Doesn't need a whole lot. Now I'm going to torque this nut, torque it to the specification that is required by Tacoma, which is 85 foot-pounds. If your vehicle requires more, then go for, do whatever the manufacturer recommends. But I'll strongly recommend torquing the wheels properly. Alright, so all 4 of them are bottomed down. They look good. Now to be able to torque them, I have to put something on here so that this thing does not turn. There we go. Now I put the pry bar across 2 of the studs so that I can torque the ones that are available, 1, 2, 3. Put the little piece of tape so I can mark them once I torque them. This one, and this one. Get this one out. There we go. So got this one here. Boom. Now we got one more key in the bottom. Alright, there we go. All torqued down. Now I'm going to go ahead and bolt the wheel. Alright guys, that's the final result. I'm really happy how it came out. I have no rub. When I was turning completely full lock to be able to park it there. And I'm really happy. So no rubbing, so I'm really happy with it, and I really like how it looks. Very happy how it came out. Man, but I have to say that was quite a bit of work. But it was definitely worth it. The wheels and tires look tiny little bit on the big side on it, but I actually like how they look. But overall, I'm really happy. So guys, if you guys want to help me out, hit the like button and consider subscribing. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You guys have a great day, okay? Take care.